I'm gonna keep this a little short. I mean, this is like my third try making this video, honestly. But let's just be honest here. Bernie Sanders lost. He got blown out. Yeah, it was a fucking blowout. Honestly, the media is eating that shit up, eating it up. There's so many people standing behind Bernie Sanders, but the thing is, they're being disenfranchised, and I'm just being honest. That's just honesty. I'm not being a whiny little bitch like those motherfucking old people like to say. Yes, you guys are fucking old. People who like to say that shit, and a lot of you are misinformed. You guys, the whole thing is, people like that are our parents' age and older seem to think that they know every fucking thing. They say that we think we know everything, and which we think we do. Honestly, that's the honest fucking truth. But the thing is, you guys stop being innovative. You guys stop wanting change. You guys stop wanting better. You guys became stagnant. You guys want the same thing over and over again. You keep voting against your interest. What the hell is wrong with you? Can you explain that to me? You know? No one can explain that to me, especially my black people there. Actually, my fellow fucking Americans, but I'm specifically talking to people who associate, who are brown, who are black, whatever you want to call it. Because, my mom's Hispanic too. I'm talking to you motherfucking Spanish people too. But, when did you stop wanting better? You claim you want better, and then some of you assholes are like, I only care about my family. Well, I advise you to go find a little island to colonize and build the shit that you have here, there. Okay, because this is America. It involves all people. And for the people who want to become kings and queens in this motherfucker here, when you have your house, you're a king and queen. But there are those who take it to the next level, who try to rule the country as well and become lords and all types of shit and become self-absorbed and entitled assholes. They talk about black people being entitled and saying that they're owed everything. You ever look at Donald Trump? We'll be the greatest in that. We'll be the greatest in this. We're gonna win, 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 win. The thing is, he's never told no. He always gets what he wants for the most part. He doesn't give a fuck what he has to do, what he has to destroy, who he has to go through. Now, that is an admirable characteristic, but the thing is, it's directed in the wrong way. Now, them trying to disenfranchise Donald Trump, even though he won New York, they're going to find some way to do it. The Republican Party is really fucking shady, just like the Democratic Party, except the Democratic Party is doing it underhandedly right now, and they're sliding it away from Bernie Sanders, in my opinion. This is my opinion. But for Donald Trump, they're telling you they're going to take your vote and shit on it. Literally. I think that's wrong, even though I fucking hate Donald Trump. Well, that's a strong word. I fucking dislike Donald Trump. I despise everything that he stands for. But you know what? He's winning fair and square, and they shouldn't ever even attempt to try to go against the American people and put in another candidate that has never been done before. Never do it. It's really stupid, and that'll cause problems. You're going to fracture America. The thing is, since Obama's become president, if you haven't noticed, they keep blaming Obama for the racial tension, but it's not his fault, really. There's more white people in Washington than there is black, from your information. I had somebody tell me, well, he went on TV when those black guys got shot, and he started. No. First of all, Obama is a black man, so he's in the field and understand what it's like to be a black man. And I was in high school when they really made a big deal about what's his name? Wow, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, Trayvon Martin. Okay, I remembered it finally. Trayvon Martin. And it took me like 30 seconds to think of his name. Of course he's going to say something about it, even though he wasn't shot by the police. But of course he'll say something every once in a while about unarmed black men being murdered, basically. And I have no problem with the police. I mean, I believe in the police wholeheartedly, but there are asshole cops out there. And just like, let me use this example for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they say black people are lazy and they don't want to do shit with themselves and they want to be on welfare. That's just a stigma for black people. Even black people have that stigma about other black people. But let's look at it here, right? Why is that stigma okay? For a whole group of people who are my skin color, or darker, or lighter, right? But they have African in them, right? If they have this in them, they already stigma. They already have a stigma. They already have something against them. Why is it that it's okay to generalize a whole group of people who are Americans just like you guys and everyone else that's in America? but they can't do it to the police, right? It's unbelievable. Like if you do say that about the cops, it's unbelievable. I think it's wrong on both ends. Either way, you weed out the bad apples. But the thing is, just like in those projects and public housing that people despise so much, right? They don't snitch, good or bad. Same thing with the cops. They don't snitch, good or bad. They protect their own, right? You can look at it as that. But, anyways, getting back to Bernie Sanders, I'll follow him all the way until the end, and I'll even write his name in. I'll write his name in. Seriously, I can do that. I can write his name in. Most of us, people that are my age group, 18, 21, 25, I think all the way up to 28, 27, something like that, are mostly independents. Because we see the bullshit on both sides. That's why we don't want to be affiliated with any of that shit. Some of us, we're easily influenced by our parents, no matter what age we are, because our parents, we've known them since ever. That's all we know. But the thing is, some of us have to form our own opinions too, and really, 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 really look at what we're taking right now, because our planet's dying. And you could say global warming is a hoax, but if you look at Brazil, what happened to them recently, and South America, billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of fish. And I said that so many times just so you can understand the magnitude of what I'm saying. There are so many fish that have washed up on the shore. Squid, whales, just in lines. And humans can't really do that in just a short amount of time in a week. We can't kill billions of fish like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we can. Let me take that back. Yeah, because the fucking water's polluted. The air is polluted. You see that earthquake in Ecuador? You see that earthquake in Japan? Do you see the flooding in Houston? You don't give a fuck. All you care about is making that next paycheck and that next dollar. And yeah, it may seem a bit all over the place. Oh well. I mean, these are just things that have been coming out of my mind. I could probably make this into like 6-7 different videos, but nobody's gonna fucking listen anyways. But either way, America, you need to wake up, seriously. Because being a progressive is not a bad thing. Because what does progressive entail? And why do you even spell progressive? What word is in progressive? Progress. Progress is in progressive. Where's the progress? You guys want to see your wealth grow. You want to see your finances become stable. You want to make progress in those areas. Excuse me. But you don't want to see progress in education. All you've seen is regression in education. It's regressing. You're getting more and more stupid people. You want your prison population to go down? How about you educate those little motherfuckers that are running around in the street? Because if they had teachers that cared about them, and if they had a school system that really cared about them, you could probably keep those little motherfuckers off the street. And yes, I call them little motherfuckers because that's what they are. They're ignorant fucks who don't know any better. But you know what? That's not completely their fault. And yes, some of them can make it out of there. The American dream and the American opportunity. Well, you can't really know the American dream exists if it's never been taught to you. Obviously, I know what the American dream is. It might be a little harder for me to obtain it. And you got poor white people who are saying, but what about me? But listen, it's not your fault if you don't know about the American dream either. Because some of them don't know about the American dream. Because again, if you live in one of those poor neighborhoods, it hasn't been taught to you. So when someone tells you about it, you can't even fathom it. You can't even dream, you can't even hope to obtain it. You know why? Because it was never shown to you. It's kind of like people's obsessions with other planets. We know in our lifetime, for the most part, probably we'll never make it there. Probably. Actually, that might be a bad example. I don't want to use God because I believe in God, and there's nothing that compares to God. I'm sorry. If you're an atheist, we're going to have a discussion on that. I mean, I always respect everybody's opinions. But anyways, back to the American dream. Some people don't know what it is. You can say, oh, well, they're American. But the thing is, they don't feel like they're part of America. They don't feel like they're part of that dream. And that demographic is becoming bigger and bigger. Even people who do know what it is are feeling like it's being taken away from them. I feel like I'm going over so much here, like, and I'm not staying on topic, but it's just stuff to make you question and make you think. I mean, if anybody sees this and they have any questions for me, I'll be happy to make a video about one subject and turn it into a little, like, not trilogy, but series. How about that? Mini series. But I highly doubt that. I just want my people to wake up. And no, I'm not just talking about black people or Hispanics. I'm talking about Asians, Muslims, white people. And if you don't want to be classified as white, Europeans, Irish, French, Italians, wherever, Spain, Portugal, Brazil, Panama, Colombia, wherever you're from, Puerto Rico, wherever you want to call yourself from. If you're in this country and you're American, or you want to become American, the dream should still be available to you. You understand? It shouldn't be that you think trickle-down economics is going to work, because it doesn't. You're forgetting something. The glass that they use, right, for trickle-down economics, they always use wine glasses, and then the ones that the glass overfills, right? And the wine spills over and trickles down. But you're forgetting that they're so fucking rich, they can keep making the glass bigger and taller. That way they can keep consuming and nothing comes back. What happens when the bottle's empty? Oh, and another thing is, another great example, the wine glass, right, for the trickle-down economics, they're standing at the top. And if you look, they're standing on hundreds, or let's say 20 or 30 other glasses. But let's just think about 330 million people compared to 50, 60 to 100 people, right? Or maybe let's say 2 or 3,000. Maybe there's a little bit more than that. But they're standing on you. And they're basically sucking up everything, putting it into a bottle and pouring it on themselves. Or they're just sucking that shit up and sucking you dry. So now it's left the bottom level. So the bottom level is empty, right? It's going to move up to the next level, and then to the next level, and to the next level, and to the next level. And in the meantime, they're taking your ashes and your dismembered body parts and fucking your possessions and making a bigger glass. To me, I feel like Hillary Clinton's part of that establishment. But you know what? I'm going to end this video. I'm just rambling on. Just think about it.